Hi, welcome to this audio meditation of moving from your old self to your new self. Now, before we start this meditation, it's about transitioning from your old self to a new self. So there is some guidelines which I want you to keep in mind. One, okay, whenever you're thinking of a new person or the new self, the changes that you are desiring in yourself, okay, I request you to be more practical with it. Okay, if you are looking to lose weight, okay, don't go on with saying that if you are to look like around losing around 20 kilos or 10 kilos, okay, don't go on and say that, oh, now in my new self that I have abs and I have lost all my 20 kilos and I'm looking very gorgeous, beautiful, handsome, six packs, abs, anything. Just don't go to that extreme, because your mind is going to believe it. Okay, because anything that is very far off reach, okay, it's like something that uh it's like a fantasy. Okay, your mind is going to go and want to live that fantasy. So when you're creating a new self, you don't want to create a fantasy version of you. Okay, because that's something which most of us do in some or the other way. Like, we imagine ourselves having that kind of an amount. Like, imagine if you are being earning, okay, around 40-50,000 a month, or any number of an amount, okay, a month. Okay, don't straight away go away with something like, oh, now I'm going to be earning like 3-4 lakhs a month. Okay, or get into anything which is 10x, 12x, or I have made this thing. Or if I am looking to attract clients, where it's like I'm having 2 clients or 3 clients a month, okay, now all of a sudden I have like 50 people and all of it. Don't. Or hundreds, thousand, because that's more like a fantasy thing. Okay, and our mind loves imagining fantasy thing. This is at least what I have seen, and it becomes, we feel that it's very practical to do it. The reason why I'm telling you this is because when we feel it's very practical to do it, but yet we are not vibrationally aligned to it, our beliefs don't match up to that kind of a personality, our habits are not up to that personality, our vibration are not there, our lifestyle is not there, we don't believe it somewhere subconsciously, because if you did, you would have achieved it. Okay, so we always have this subtle adverse association with it. Okay, so when you're trying to take that big of a leap, which is threatening to your subconscious mind in some ways, because anything which you feel, oh, the fantasy world is known, but to reach to that fantasy world, okay, now let's imagine if you're earning like 45 or 50K a month and you're thinking of like 3-4 lakhs a month. Okay, so the thing over here is, oh, I am achieving 3-4 lakh a month, and that's like a fantasy thing to your mind. Okay, I'm not saying that it can't happen in a reality, we are just talking about the mind over here. So when this is happening there, okay, the kind of behavior you need, the attitude you need, the kind of a perception you need to see your business, your work, or the world, or the kind of a support, anything that needs to be there for that to be achieved, okay, is not yet happened, or that foundation is not laid. And for that foundation to be laid, the perspective of you have to change. Okay, and from 40, if I say, okay, start imagining 60, 70, 80, you would start finding resistance in these numbers itself. Okay, now even if you say that, oh, I want to lose 20 kilos or 30 kilos, or I want to have six packs abs, but to have that six packs abs or that weight, okay, you need to have a habit and consistency of working out, your diet, okay, the support system, the cravings needs to be taken care of, your mind body connection needs to be there. Okay, and these are the foundation steps which is going to take you to achieve that. Is now, if I tell you, okay, now you have to work hard, like you have to do consistently work hard, do pull-ups, push-ups, or different varieties of CrossFit exercises to even have a healthy body, to even lose that 5 kilos. Okay, your mind is immediately going to go on the diet, the food, and there's going to be a whole lot of resistance which is going to come in place. So for that, okay, you are not, then that's a reality goal. Okay, and for that reality goal, if you have that many resistance, okay, anything of losing more than that is a fantasy. And mind loves fantasy. We love imagining and living in a dream world. Okay, and then we are not able to achieve that dream world or that dream reality, and then we'll end up going in the self blame, self bashing mode. So this is at least what I have observed with myself and with the people that I've been working with. Don't go on creating your new self, your new identity, okay, with that perception of a dream and the fantasy world and the reality. So if you are wanting to lose like 20 kilos or have those abs and that consistency thing, I would want you to one focus on 5 6 kilos initially. Okay, because those are the things which is going to take time, the consistency that you need to work. And once you are that consistent with your work, with your personality, with your attitude, okay, what's the attitude you're going to have, what's the kind of your day going to look like, okay, what are you working, what how consistent are you, okay, all of these, then you start planning towards it, and which is very doable. So when so this is the basic crux of it, so I'm not going to get too deeper into this, but I hope you are getting it. Okay, now the other thing, when we're going to start looking at the new self of it, okay, I want you to start looking at the experiences that you wish to have. Like, how will you feel if you'd have lost that weight? Okay, what's going to be your attitude, the kind of the dresses you're going to wear, okay, if the amount that you're looking to earn, okay, once you start earning that amount, so don't go into like 3 4 lakhs for and all of that. Get, if you're earning 50, then probably make it like double of it, or around like 30 40,000 more, or double of it, but don't try to go anything more of a stretch, because that double again needs to stabilize. Okay, the reason why I want to go slowly is because I like stabilizing change. Because till the time you haven't stabilized a particular set of beliefs, patterns, a new beliefs, new patterns, a set of the change that you're looking for, your foundation is always weaker. And it's very easy for you to go back to your old self, because that aspect of you is very stronger. Because your old self, the currently that you are, you've been living it since years now. The beliefs are set in your subconscious mind. uh, it's a part of your identity, your kind of a behavior, your laziness, the things that you keep telling to yourself in your mind, that I can't do it, it's not possible, or if I do this, something else would happen, or my family is not allowing me to do it, or I have too many struggles. Whatever is your thoughts, your beliefs, your patterns, that is so set in all these years. So I would say that's like in the word which I want to put it up with the new self, your old identity, your old patterns and everything is stabilized. It's your comfort zone now. Okay, the new one is something that you are looking to build. It's not yet stabilized. So if you try to go to the dreamland and the fantasy land, you're not allowing your subconscious mind, your body, your nervous system, your thoughts, your conscious mind, or anything, okay, your mind, body, soul, your mind, body, spirit connection, okay, to stabilize to the new person. Because once you have the new identity shifts happening, the beliefs, the patterns are being set into progressing way, okay, you are going to start progressing to the desired result that you want. So now, before we start with the meditation, I hope you're clear with these two concepts, the old self and the new self. Okay, so now when we go in the meditation, when we start with it, okay, when I talk about the new self, okay, And when I talk about the old self, I want you to look at your current life, the old self. Okay, your habits, your thoughts, your beliefs, every situation of yours that is so set. When I talk about the new self, you're going to start imagining the things which is a reality goal, okay, the kind of a person you have become, because at the end your new self is your core belief, your core essence which we are changing. It's and these attitudes, these beliefs, your nervous system is what extends out. Your internal world is what extends out and create the external world that is the result. Okay, so we are clear with the concept of the old and new self. Okay, so before you begin, okay, with the meditation, okay, I want you to at least write down or have a clarity with your new self, and then you could come back and obviously listen to the meditation and continue doing it few times and see how you are changing as a person. Okay, find a comfortable seating place for you with no disturbances and start taking in some deep breaths from your nose and exhale from your mouth. Take in deep breaths from your nose, exhale from your mouth. With each breath that you take in, you are allowing your mind, your body to relax. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. With each inhale, start gathering all your scattered parts of yourself, from your office, from your work, from your home, anywhere in the past, future, wherever it is lying there. Request it to come back to you right now. You could go back to it later, it's absolutely fine. Just request it to be over here right now. So take in a deep breath, inhale, and start integrating all your scattered parts. And with exhale, let go of any stress, any tension that you've been holding on to. Inhale from your nose. Start integrating all your scattered parts. And exhale and allow your body to relax. With each breath you're taking in, you are allowing your body to relax and be more present in the now. Even if you have any chatters, anywhere your thought gets distracted, it's absolutely fine. You always have the power to bring your mind, your thought, and be present in the now. There is no such magic like, oh, tomorrow I wake up and everything, I'm always in the now. No. It's always being mindful. Now I've drifted apart, now I'm back. And focus on your breath. That's a wonderful way of being present in the now. So focus on your breath. Feel the inhale and feel the exhale. On one side, on your left side, imagine your old self, your current identity, the way you are, your lifestyle, your thoughts, your patterns, your beliefs, everything that you are there right now. It's okay, you may not be able to pinpoint everything. It's absolutely fine. Just bring that old self of yours on the left side and just observe it. Look at the personality, look at the person, and just observe. Observe what your old self is feeling, is experiencing. And it's absolutely fine. Now, on the right side, I want you to imagine your new self that you're working towards. I'm not even saying you're desiring to be, you are working towards it every single day, every single second. You are choosing to be the new self. So imagine that. The personality. How is your new self being? What does your new self feel like? How is your new self living the life? The work, the joy. Look at it and see and observe how is your new self feeling. You are just an observer of your old self and your new self. Just observe. And now, I want you to just imagine this. Go with the flow with this. You could see your old self is very strong. It's very stabilized. The beliefs, the patterns, the emotions, the programming is very set. And it's very strong because it has a power to pull you towards it in a second, or it would not even take a second to pull you towards it. You know that you're still at the center. You're just observing it and acknowledging how powerful your old self is. Now look at your new self. You know that it is weak. Things are not yet stabilized. You're walking towards it. You're choosing it. You're desiring it. But yet it's not stabilized. And it could collapse at any given moment. No matter how much love you fuel it, you know that those beliefs, the patterns, those habits, the attitude, the experiences are not yet set in. And you look at your old self, which is strong and mighty. And here is your new self, who's seeking your attention, not just by observation. It's asking you to let go of the old self, but you know that it's difficult to let go of it because it's very strong and it has a good hold of you. I want you to keep the new self alive because it has a wonderful potential of being there, thriving. I want you to look at the old self and I want you to tell your old self, acknowledge your old self for bringing you this far. Acknowledge your old self, your beliefs, your patterns, everything that it is for protecting you, for keeping you safe, for keeping your dreams and desires protected, supporting you in ways that you never thought it would. Acknowledge it. Because the new self is a threat to the old self. It's like if you choose that, it's going to lose you. But it doesn't know that the new self is an extension. It's a newer version of the old self, and there's nothing to fear about it. It's a chance to allow those dreams, those desires to become alive rather than holding them caged or protecting them, because the cage is not protecting, it's suffocating now. So look at your old self and tell, thank you for being there, for protecting me. For helping me to even see this dream, the desire, the life that I want to live. You have made it possible for me to even dream and be there. And I'm always going to remember the strength, the wisdom that I've gained from you. Thank it. Be grateful for it. And now I want you to imagine yourself as a bridge in between your old self and your new self. You are a wonderful bridge between your old self and a new self. You are letting go of things that are no longer serving you, whether you know it or you don't know it, whether they are known beliefs, they are known patterns, known, unknown, whatever it is. As a bridge, you have a filter which only allows anything that is contributing to your new self, and anything that's not, you are letting it be on the other side of a bridge. And when everything is being moved to the new self, allow your new self to form. Be the personality that it is here to be. Seek guidance from your higher self, your guides, your masters, to form this new self of yours. And as your old self is there, it's still strong, it's not weak. It acknowledges that the role it has to play in your life, it's only up to now. And slowly your old self is dissolving, and it's becoming a beautiful, nurturing garden filled with experiences and knowing that it has lived a full life. Thank it. Now imagine the bridge that you had become. It's slowly dissolving and letting go of anything that is still not serving you. The beliefs, the patterns, those thoughts, allowing it to dissolve and merge it with the old self, and whatever is to be with the new experience, with new self, you're taking it up and you're merging with the new personality, the new self. So now there is no bridge between the old and the new. You're guided by your masters, your guides, your higher self. And now the new self and you are one. I want you to live a life of your new self. Imagine how your day is going to be. And I want you to sit down over there. Connect with the center, your center. And if you don't know where is your center, I want you to connect with your navel, a center, an energy center, which is deep inside your navel. Connect with it and feel your new self. Feel your body. Feel the energy around you. How does it make you feel? What are your emotions? What are your thoughts? Connect with all of those new stuffs. And I want you to now live your life in your mind for a month as your new self. It's like there is a flash. You have been living a month, and now I want you to take in account how do you feel after a month. Connect with your center, or connect with the energy or the center deep inside your navel. Feel yourself. How do you feel after a month? With everything that you have desired to be. Now in a flash, I want you to now live your second month with your new self. And see how does it feel. Observe yourself. Now, in a second, I want you to live your third month. Now, at the end of the third month, I want you to observe yourself, connect with yourself deep at the center. And how do you feel now? Live your life. Are those changes stabilized? Have they become a part of you? Or they still feel new? Look at yourself, observe. Embrace your new self. Allow it to become who you are in the now. Allow the entire energy to merge with you in the now. Take in some deep breath. Focus at the center of your navel. Observe that your new self has merged with you in the now, and it's just you. Take in some deep breaths. Allow everything to settle in. Take in some deep breaths. Move your fingers, move your toes. Feel the place where you're sitting in. Take in some deep breaths. Give yourself a tight hug. Thank yourself. Thank your higher self. Thank your guides, your masters. And once you're ready, you could open your eyes. Thank you for listening. And if there are any questions, please do drop a comment, or you could reach out to me on my Insta or Facebook. I'm always there to help you and guide you how to move forward with this. Thanks a lot. I'm Janvi Dorani, psychospiritual therapist.